I am a servant of God in the army of prayer. I want to testify. I was initiated in a village when I was 6 years. It was in the night when my uncle asked me if I can see, and I said yes, I can see people. He told me, you are only seeing with your optical eyes, but you must see things as they are. He took me deep in the bush and we enter a cabin. He made me drink blood. That's when a force entered my body and I felt different. He told me, I have asked you whether you were able to see and you said yes, you can see, but you were not able to, but now you will be able to see like me. It is when he asked me to wash my face 3 times in the water that my spiritual eyes opened. I began to see people walking the street naked. I began to see the people walking the street with their head upside down. I saw the spirit world. When we went out he said, you will see clearly like me. At midnight he did incantation and my spirit went out of my body and he took me to the world of witches where he introduced me to the hierarchy of the mysterious kingdom. That's when my training began. After undergoing this training I began to serve the devil with all my heart. My heart became cold-blooded. After 1 year of work I exceeded my master level. I was committed, dedicated and zealous. I was successful in mission where many witches have failed. I practice bewitchment, in the physical and spiritual. If you are attached to traditional music, it was a door through which I enter in order to perpetrate bewitchment. In the spirit I came to people dream and gave them food to eat. The more they ate the food in the dream, even if they don't know what is happening and what they are eating in the dream, they have already become witches because of food in the dream. Bewitchment happen physically and spiritually, especially in dreams. Beside enchantment and bewitchment, I was also attacking innocent and vulnerable human. I was targeting particularly the believers, especially Christian that lack God presence in their life. Christian that walk 1 foot inside the church and 1 foot outside, meaning they were outside. Since I began to practice witchcraft at the age of 6, I did not know what light was. I did not know what angels were. I was just relentless and powerful in my operation against the church, because I was invested in these dark art. I was not afraid of whosoever. I attacked Christian that lacked the fire of God, for it was devouring fire of God that was stopping us and pursuing us. And we could nothing against the fire and light of God in the believer that live a holy life and prayer. When you are a Christian couple and I want to destroy the marriage, I had tactic and strategy. I would check among you and your partner who is living in distraction and in sin. The door of sin is open. I would arrange spiritual marriage with the spouse that live in willful sin. Your spouse will be united with marine ladies and men of the sea world, who are serpent men or fishtail men or lizard men or women. They would start having children. As a result, the woman will become barren and there will be problem because one of the spouse is united with marine spirit in marriage. All this because of a door opened by sin and distraction and the lack of fervent prayer that can generate the fire of God in the marital house. We only failed in our operation of witchcraft when there was fire burning in the houses of the believers. Whenever you dared to approach this fire, it reacted and exploded. And you are forced to back off and abandon. It's devouring fire. The believer who does not fast and pray lack the fire of God in his house. That's where I enter in order to cause destruction. The Christian who lack fire, we attack them and destroy them. There is no mercy. We broke marriage thanks to spiritual marriage. In witchcraft there was camera everywhere filming and monitoring people life. If you don't have God fire, we will place a camera on your neck that will be monitoring your life and family. I had destroyed many homes, especially Christian family and couples that had no fire and light. I separated couple and broke many family, but there was a particular family and couple that had fire and light. We were unable to enter to destroy. We even brought the whole kingdom of witches, but no one was able to enter their home because of the burning fire of God and light. My operation among young people was really dark. The destruction happened through illegal sexual contact. I was sleeping with young women to bewitch them. I mean, my sexual organ was becoming a snake, and when I slept with you, you are initiated in witchcraft. You are bewitched, and my organ that have become a serpent injected small serpent in your sex. There was manipulation and bewitchment through seed by which I made women barren and bewitched men. They will not be fruitful because I had blocked the productivity. I was transferring men's sperms to our leader, the Queen of Water, for this is what made her power increase. When I got women's sperm they suffer abdomen pain because of snake in her abdomen. I was deep in this evil practice that I signed pact with demon and I sacrifice my left eye. In the spirit I saw with eyes of witchcraft, but in the physical I could only see with one eye, for I had sacrificed one eye. I also bewitch people through photos that I took to the evil world of Satan, and we did incantation and magic prayer and the victims suffer the effect of enchantment. I enter the life of women through chains, bracelet, jewelry, and I connected to the queen of seduction. As a result they receive marine spirit of sensuality and sexual impurity. If you are a woman you like painting your face and adorning yourself with items of seduction, I would cause you to enter in a covenant with the queen of the water kingdom, and you suffer the manipulation and control from water spirit. I was responsible for celibacy. When you are a beautiful woman you apply makeup, perfume and powder. I would check the brand to see if the perfume and pomade belong to ladies of the water kingdom. In the physical you will smell perfume aroma, but in the spiritual it will be bad smell that push away men. As a result no man will call you. I would transform your perfume because the fragrance of mermaids have evil smell in the spiritual, even though people smell good smell, and you will never get married. I was practicing midday witchcraft and midnight witchcraft. I did physical attack and spiritual attack. I do spiritual attack in midnight witchcraft, and if I cannot get blood in the night I will do midday witchcraft. I would stand beside the boulevard to invoke demon that will cause two vehicles to have an accident. When people died I will collect blood needed for my operation. Accident equal to human sacrifice. Most of these accident where people are dying in plane crash, boat drowning and in the road are arranged in advance. They are not just accident. The main objective is to recoup human blood, therefore we need to pray. Prayer is the key word. The Satanist and witches is supposed to spill human blood in order to honor his commitment to the world of Satan. We were told at the end of the year you must sacrifice this and that, and when the Satanist is failing he will cause traffic accident to appease the evil ruler and dark powers that control this world. I also practice enchantment and bewitchment in school among the pupils. Very often people will notice that the child that was clever is no longer shining, he is no longer brilliant. This is the bewitchment that we practice at school. Therefore you as parent must pray for your children and cover them with the blood of Jesus Christ, because there is witchcraft everywhere. It is an end-time strategy of Satan. There is witchcraft in the church where there is no God spirit and oil witches are playing there. There is witchcraft in the market. There is witchcraft in the school. There is witchcraft in the hospital. There is witchcraft in the workplace. I was messing children brain and intelligence. In the church I was transforming into an insect in order to disturb the preacher at the pulpit. I practiced the dark art of witchcraft without knowing where it was leading. I was entering the ground in Ivory Coast and coming out in Brazil, Italy, Benin and any part of the world I wanted. I have never been in this country in the physical, but in the spiritual I have been in 7 countries where I went to operate. One day the world of witchcraft targeted a Christian family. They sent a group of witches but they were unable to destroy this family. I told the hierarchy, I will take over and I will do this assignment alone. Many witches proposed to help me in this operation, but I was so confident in my capacity that I told them I will do it alone. Given the power that was in me, I could not see a power that will defy me. When I went there I found that the lady was a Christian but the man was not a Christian. I had a stick that contained several kind of satanic power. The man and woman were sleeping. I saw that the lady was covered by burning fire, but it was not the case for the man. In fact the lady had prayed before sleeping and she was covered by the fire of God. When I entered their house I was not quick to enter their bedroom. I was in the living room with my stick and I began to do magic formula and enchantment. That's when the lady who was sleeping felt an evil presence. She woke and began to pray. When I looked at the lady and his husband I saw that their power was little and not stronger than mine because I was a dedicated witch. Nevertheless, this lady stood up and began to confront evil power that she felt, and when she was praying and the fire began to bother me and it was dangerous, but I persisted. But since the husband did not have the spirit and the fire of God, I used him as tool to destroy the marriage and the family. How did I use this man? It was through anger. We caused him to have a confusing and false dream. in which his wife was having an affair with another man, and when he woke up he got angry, and anger was the door through which I entered, to bring down this family. I had entered through anger to separate the man from the woman, because the husband had no God fire and God spirit. I was victorious in this mission and I rose in rank in the realm of witchcraft. For every tough mission executed successfully mean a new rank. One day there was a pastor who prayed a lot. He had a fire of God. He was bothering the world of witchcraft with his continual prayer and fire. We did all we could but we were unable to overcome him. When we saw that we were powerless before this pastor, the realm of witchcraft sought the help of the siren of water. But the water siren was unable to defeat the pastor and his wife. I went to attend the church to investigate how the church is run, how the singer, intercessor and deacons work. I investigated how the pastor wife behave, and how leaders were behaving. I wrote all the information. The pastor was so powerful that I knew it was impossible to make him fall. I decided to find gap and door in other department of the church where I am supposed to enter and caused the downfall of the church. I managed to enter the church through leaders and singer. I joined the soul-winning department and began to do evangelism every day. I was bringing to church only women that were the agent of the queen of seduction. These beautiful women did not come to repent, for they came to fill the church in order to destroy it. When the leaders of the church saw these beautiful girls, everybody wanted to talk to them. Leaders began to enter in conflict between one another because of these beautiful women of the Queen of the Sea. It is thanks to this department that I managed to cause destruction in the church. We sent a lady in the singing group, another in the protocol service, another in the intercession. These agents were dedicated and zealous to the point that the pastor trusted them. They were supposed to bring seduction and remove God presence. As a result, the church fell down in sexual impurity. These leaders began to sleep with our agents who were attractive and beautiful, and these girls took leaders' seed to the marine kingdom, and because of sexual sin the church has fallen. This church was in my area, and the pastor separated with his wife and the children became wayward. Witchcraft was behind this destruction. When there is no God spirit in the family, they are completely exposed. I come in and do whatever I want, even steal the little you have. If I decree blockade in this family, my words will be fulfilled. If you have a witch in the family, it is likely may have become unconscient witches, for he will sign a pact with demon implicating the whole family. Your life is controlled in the mirror of witches.